Hello friends, followers and channel members, welcome back here to another video. And if you are a virtual Airbus pilot, then this video is for you. So yesterday we released a video just covering the fact how the Mini FCU, which most of you will already be familiar with, is now fully functional with the Phoenix Airbus A320. No mods now needed to ensure full functionality. All the displays work and show now where they didn't when it was first release, so that in itself was great news. But in terms of Airbus hardware coming to flight simulations in the next few weeks, it seems we're getting a bit of an overload, and that for us as consumers is fantastic. So in the last 24 hours, 6 different A320 components from 3 different manufacturers have been announced. Therefore, if you are in the market for putting together a mini home cockpit, then this is the perfect time. So first up, the newest of all of these products is the launch of a Airbus A320 FCU panel from WinWing. Now, WinWing are known mostly for their military components, but they're now starting to branch out into the commercial aviation market. And with the release of the Airbus FCU, this puts them in direct competition with the Mini FCU from MiniCockpits. I have been inundated from loads of you with questions about what I think this particular piece of hardware is going to be like compared to the Mini FCU. And the good news is that we have been in touch with them and we are going to showcase WinWing's A320 FCU here on the channel with a full review in due course. So if you aren't already a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss that feature video when it is released. Without getting into too much detail then, at the moment, the big 2 differences between WinWing's FCU and the Mini FCU, the first is the size of it, because WinWing's is meant to be a 1:1 scale replica, meaning that it is exactly the same size as you would find in the real Airbus A320, whereas the Mini FCU is a little bit smaller, which is great for those of you, like myself actually, who doesn't have too much space to play around with. The other big difference is the cost. WinWing are currently accepting pre-orders for around 100 Great British pounds. Now this is cheaper than the Mini FCU from MiniCockpits, but as we've seen the Mini FCU, the build quality and realism of this device is really good, and we're yet to see the build quality of the WinWing FCU, but make sure, as I said, you stick around the channel to see the review video of that in due course. Now, if you do already have a Mini FCU from MiniCockpits, then this next bit of news is quite exciting. So when the Kickstarter campaign first launched, and they obviously surpassed their targets by a country mile, they did commit to not only producing the Mini FCU but also the Mini EFIS, which will be really nice. They have now, however, just confirmed and laid out the roadmap for developing further units. So now not only are we going to be getting a Mini EFIS, we are also going to be getting a Mini ECAM, which of course is perfect for selecting the different SD pages on the ECAM displays. We're also going to be getting a Mini RPM, radio management panel. This, for those of you who fly with air traffic control, like on the VATSIM networks, etc., is going to be an absolute godsend, because at the moment that is one thing for me when I'm flying, particularly as a single pilot in the simulator, that having to move the mouse to scroll around and select the different frequencies, etc., really does not break immersion so much, but you can easily, if you're taxiing down the taxiway, if you're looking down, not out the window, well, it's very easy to roll off the taxiway centre line and basically onto the grass. The other thing they are announced is they are also bringing out a mini overhead, which is something that perhaps not going to be used quite as much because you use it perhaps at the start of the flight and at the end, but things just like having the ability to turn the lights on and turn the packs on off, etc., that is going to be a fantastic addition. All of these mini cockpit units, obviously not the the same size as their real-world counterpart. But again, if you don't have loads of space, then this is going to be a great idea for anyone who loves flying the Airbus and just wants to surround themselves with good quality hardware. As we know from the Mini FCU that's already been released, we can expect a really high standard piece of kit to enjoy with the Airbus A320 in Microsoft Flight Simulator and also X-Plane. So I guess the question I really want to ask you at the moment, and please do leave a comment down below, if you already have a Mini FCU unit, are you really excited about the upcoming units that are going to come, and are you going to purchase those to expand your Airbus setup? Or if you haven't yet got a Mini FCU, are you going to go for the cheaper WinWing option? Now, the interesting thing with this, though we haven't got any sort of confirmation of this, is if you look at the WinWing model, you can see that there are brackets around it, which means that in the future it looks like they are starting to tease the idea of also bringing out new parts and creating a full glare shield and EFIS, etc., to sit on your desk underneath your monitors and giving you a full one-to-one scale Airbus cockpit setup. Of course, that has yet to be confirmed, but this image is from their website, so it does seem to suggest that that will be coming in the future. So let me know, what are your thoughts on these products and which route you'd like to go down? One other little announcement as well, in case you have missed it. For those of you who may have a simple FCU unit, which has been around for a while now, they have also just started taking pre-orders for their Mini EFIS. Now these you can either purchase the parts from them and build it yourself, or you can purchase pre-built units. Now, to be honest with you, I find the price of these for what they are compared to the other two developers we've just been speaking about to be quite expensive, as a fully assembled FCU and EFIS from them will set you back around 430 euros. And if you want to build these yourself, it's still going to cost you around 279 euros. Remember, that is for both an FCU and an EFIS. So over to you guys now. I'd love to hear your comments on the news that's been given to you in this video. I know many of you will probably be thinking, well, where are all the Boeing parts? It seems that hardware manufacturers really are hitting the Airbus market hard, and I guess with the release of things like the Phoenix A320, the fly-by-wire A320, we also have the Latin VFR A320s, and also upcoming the Inibuilds A320 Neo, Microsoft Flight Simulator users in particular really are spoiled for choice. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, again, please don't forget to hit that like button as you leave. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any future videos and, of course, live streams. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye for now.